Stop trying to teach people a new way of thinking. Give them a tool. Welcome back to the Twin Win, the only live stream on the internet that helps you get the twin win of succeeding in business while winning at home so that you can stop existing and start living. My name is Jay Allen Hull, and I go live almost every weekday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if you're joining me live, give me a hashtag live. If you're joining me on replay, give me a hashtag replay. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, follow, and notification bell to get all of these lives and all of these updates and this free information. So you might notice I'm only using my one hand today because I'm actually holding my notes open. I wanted to go through some notes here and talk to you about this idea. This is what I have down here in my notes. If you want to teach people a new way of thinking, don't bother trying to teach them. Instead, give them a tool, the use of which will lead to new ways of thinking. So let's talk about that. Don't just try to convince somebody. Don't just try to give them a new way of thinking. You need to give them a tool that anchors it in. You need to give them a tool that leads them to thinking a different way. That's what I do with my productivity system. Is it's not just about let's learn some concepts and let me teach you. I give people tools. Every time they finish a module, there's a tool. There's something in their hand. There's something that has changed their way of thinking because they can see a result, or they have a result, or they see a roadmap to a result, and they want to follow that roadmap. This is so important with the concept like story, teach, tool. So you have a story that illustrates your point. You teach the concept, you teach the teaching points, but then you give a tool. The tool anchors it in. It's the thing that actually changes. It's not the teaching. The people won't remember what you said. They might remember bits and pieces. What they will remember is the tool. If you do ABC every day, if you do this right now, if you write down this moment, those types of things, tools anchor that in, and it leads people to a new way of thinking. You know, it's like any tool, right? You can try to teach somebody that a hammer is not the best thing to use for putting screws in the wall. Let's say you want to put screws in the wall. The hammer's not the best tool, right? But somebody who's always had a hammer, who's always used a hammer, they're going to go, no, why am I going to change? And you can teach them, you can teach them, you can teach them, you can teach them, you can tell them. But the second you take the hammer out of their hand and you put the screwdriver in their hand and you say, do this, and they do it, they go, oh my gosh, that's so much better. That's so much easier. And it secures it so much better. And you recognize that and you say, I want to continue using this screwdriver. You change the way their way of thinking. Now they go, now I got two tools. I have a hammer and I have a screwdriver. And then you give them the next tool in their hand and the next and the next. So that's the way you build the person's skill. That's how you change their paradigm, their way of thinking, because their way of thinking is, for example, my smartery goals. People are like smart goals, smart goals, smart goals, smart goals. I come along, I go smartery. I could teach it till I'm blue in the face, but until somebody sits down, until I give them the worksheet and I say, okay, let's do this. Let's work through it. And then they go, wow, that is a much better written goal. And at the end of it, I also have my first 3 steps, and I also know my why, so that when I don't want to do it, when I don't want to wake up, I have it. All of those things, the life map that I give people, the planner that we sell, the purpose-driven planner, all of those are tools to put in people's hands to change the way they think. Again, I can teach people the concepts that are in the planner. In fact, you can go through all my videos. All my videos have every single concept that's in the planner. You could literally just create your own planner based on what I've said, but giving you the tool or selling you the tool, putting it in your hands and having you use the same system day after day after day after day, it changes the way you think about it. And it changes the way you think about productivity. And all of a sudden you become a raving fan, which is what we want in the business, right? So if you're trying to get people to become raving fans, if you're trying to get people to change, what is the tool that you can create to help them implement, to help change their way of thinking? Because all of your teaching, you can talk to your blue in the face, and they may even agree with you. Go, yeah, that's great. But what is the tool that is going to make them actually have to do something that starts them down the path of, I want to do this every day, or I want to repeat this result. I want to expand this result. Think of the tool. So you want to still teach, story teach, but always remember the tool. What is the tool I can give them to make sure this is anchored in and that they start to change according to what I'm teaching them, and they change their mindset. That's how you get the twin win of succeeding in business while winning at home. That's how you help other people have that impact so that you can stop existing and start living, so they can stop existing and start living. And so that is the end of my video. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, follow, and notification buttons, and make sure that you give me a hashtag live if you join me live and a hashtag replay if you're watching this on replay. We'll see you guys later. Bye.